Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show here. I'm joined by a fascinating man. He's Mr. Albert Funnell, and he is...
Fennell, actually.
Excuse me?
Fennell?
I'm sorry, it's Fennell?
Albert Fennell. I think you know my name. I'm going to be on the show.
Fennell.
That's
anyway, you are sort of a legend in Hollywood.
Oh, I think that's a very strong word.
Yeah.
Legend.
Before we get into that, where are you from originally?
I came from the East.
Like India or what? Or
The Far East, yes, the mysterious East.
Okay.
And I came to the mysterious Hollywood, you see. So it worked out very well, actually.
Now, so you are a legend in show business. Can I
keep
use
saying that? I do wonder about it. I
Can
seriously do.
All right. Can I use the word show business? Would that pretty much encompass what you're all about?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my life.
Yeah.
Your life, too, isn't it?
Well, pretty much so, yeah.
You love it, don't you?
It comes from within me.
Ah, ha, ha.
Now, I'm curious, what are your observations? Do you have any just general observation about the business?
No.
Movies,
God,
television?
I've got a hangnail.
Television or movies or anything like that you would like to share with us?
No, I'm not really interested in that. I am a behind-the-scenes person. That's why I'm so nervous being in front of the cameras. Now, this is not what I normally do. You know, I'm a quiet person. I don't go out.
You don't get outdoors?
Nights, no. I stay home.
No.
Safer.
Right. Okay, so what is it exactly you do? What is your specialty? You are a...
Well, it's curious to me that you have me on at all, if you don't know what I do.
Well,
you come on and you say he's a legend in show business, and then what do you do?
I'm sort of wetting the whistle of the audience out here.
Ha ha ha. Really?
Yeah. You are a...
Ready yet? Yeah.
You are a phrenologist.
No. No, what I really am, I think we should be a little more serious here, I'm sorry.
Right.
I am a casting director.
You're a casting director?
Yes, who also happens to be a phrenologist.
Now, what is phrenology? I'm a little hazy on the subject.
Well, it's an art, really. It's the art of bumps on the head. Life, as you know, as you go through it, will oftentimes give you bumps on the head. And that's what phrenology is the study of. You look very, very confused.
I am.
I'm
so you're
concerned.
not, now let me get this straight. You are not just talking figuratively in terms of bumps on the head and acquiring bumps through life.
Well, I am, yes, in a sense as well. Because there are emotional bumps as well as, but the emotional bumps inside, you see, then create bumps outside. And that's what I use in my work as in Hollywood as a casting director.
So you actually feel the bumps on people, on their heads. And
yes, on their heads, please.
And tell them if they're right for a part or if they have any...
I know you're surprised because it's a new approach. It really is. I mean, that old business, do you remember casting directors who used to go out and see plays?
Right.
And they'd be out at night.
Yeah.
And there's the gas, expensive, the wear and tear of tires. You go to all kinds of neighborhoods at all kinds of hours and sit through plays.
It's horrible.
It's just too old hat for me. I don't do that. And that awful thing about auditions. Yeah. Do you remember?
Sitting
actors, well, they used to come in, you know, and they'd sing or they dance or whatever. And you'd have to sit there, you know, and you would watch them. Dreadful. Singing and dancing. Well, it makes a very long day, I'll tell you. So I don't bother with any of that. I cast with phrenology.
All right, so you have...
I don't mean to boast.
Right. So I'm fascinated by all this.
Are
People
you?
come into your office, let me...
Really? I'm not sure.
Have you discovered, give us some names of famous people you've discovered. This is good.
Oh, no.
Yes,
I don't think it would be right.
No. Come on, just one name.
Look, you said legend. Isn't that enough?
No.
Do I have to name
Please.
the big names that I have discovered through my phrenology?
Right.
Well, I will tell you one.
Yeah.
You may have heard of her, just one.
Right.
Madonna.
Madonna. You've read Madonna's bumps.
Yeah. Mousies. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I always called her Mousy.
Right.
You know, when I first met her,
right.
we all called her Mousy. She was such a quiet little thing, and she was so kind of retiring and everything. And yet, you know, when I felt her bumps, I thought she really had something. And I said, Mousie, you got to pull up your socks. And Mousie, she pulled up everything, you know, you might say, in a way. I said, Mousie, a little more flash, honey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, she was such a simple girl, brought up in a little Italian house, quiet and reserved. And I said, I just felt from her bumps that she really could make it in show business if she could just get through, you know, and get out of herself a little more.
So her bumps,
and I'm very proud of Mousie.
So Madonna's bumps.
She did.
Madonna's bumps pretty much right away, as soon as you felt them, you saw show business.
Well, not the first time. I had to feel them several times, actually, then, until I really saw what she could do. Yeah. Madonna, okay. I mean, she's still at it. She's still working.
Right.
She's still a name.
Right.
You know, I'm proud of what Mousie's accomplished.
Do you think she remembers you?
Oh, she calls all the time.
Yeah.
She says, I want that lecture number 14 of yours.
Yeah.
Your thrust and movement lecture.
Fantastic.
Most of the kids I've worked with want to hear my thrust and movement lecture number 14. It gets their careers going, you see, and Mousie needed that breakthrough.
Right.
And she's been I think, very open since.
Any other names you can let us in on?
Catherine Hepburn.
You're kidding me. Now,
Well,
you seem to be
no.
a relatively young man.
I do.
Yes.
Be the lighting, I expect. Kate came to me somewhat late in her life, and she said, you know, I don't know what to do with my career. I don't know what to do, where to go, what direction to take, you know. And I said, Kate, now just...
Pretty good impression, by the way.
Yeah. I said, just calm down, honey. And she said, Spencer always told me what to... I said, I know that. I shouldn't tell this this is television, live. I shouldn't tell us because it's a little intimate. Right. But I feel, as I helped Madonna, I also saw that Kate could go forward. And so she has.
Fantastic.
She's 85 now and still working. And I do take a little credit for that. Now, I never touched her bumps, though. There's something about Kate.
Right. She's precious.
I didn't feel I should.
Yeah. This is sort of presumptuous of me.
I expect that.
Mr. Funnel, this is...
Fennel.
I've
been called everything. I've never been called Funnel.
Is it possible for you to give me a personal reading, read my bumps, and see if indeed what sort of future I might have, show business?
Yes, but I must preface this by saying, are you sure you want to know?
I do.
I tell everybody that.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to know?
I have confidence in you.
All right. You ready?
Do what you have to do.
Okay. This will just take a moment, actually.
Do I just sit here? Is that it?
Yes, just sit quietly. Right. All right?
Yeah.
Try to stay calm.
All right.
Are you calm?
Am I supposed to close my eyes? Or?
Just relax. No, I don't care what you do with your eyes.
Right.
Oh.
What do you see there?
Watch that dandruff.
What's the good
Do you
news?
have any clerical aptitudes?
I'm sorry, I did.
Do you have any clerical? Filing, typing, anything like that at all? I'm trying to help you.
I can do a little typing and shorthand.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. That's good.
Well, geez, I'm a little disappointed.
I think it's best to face facts, especially in show business. Now, I know that saddens you, hearing that, because Hollywood, may I say a word about Hollywood while I'm here?
Please.
Now, I won't take up too much. I know you have other guests.
No, go ahead.
You want to go home?
I'm very interested
I want to
in your
go
opinions
home.
on
I want a
Hollywood.
cocktail. I'd love that.
Right, okay.
Wonderful place. Wonderful place. Halcyon. Hollywood is. You hear awful rumors about what Hollywood is and can be, and you hear talk about smog. Isn't any smog? There's no smog. No, there's heavy fog, and this stuff rolls in off the ocean. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where these rumors start, but don't worry about that. And traffic, it's fun driving in Los Angeles, isn't it? I mean, it's really fun. And being a part, the city itself is a joy, a true joy. And I suppose we shouldn't let that out because too many people might come here. Now, I'd like to speak, if I may, a moment. I don't mean to preach, but I'd like to speak for a moment about show business.
Please do. I mean, this is, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, let's begin with television executives. Yes. Salt of the earth, wonderful people, wonderful, giving, warm, caring. You've heard of Mother Teresa.
Yes,
well, I think of her so often when I think of television executives. And I know you're going to say occasionally you see a sleazy show on television. You see a little violence, a little sex, a little raunchy stuff. But that's bound to get through. But these are wonderful human beings.
They're like nurses, you could say.
Well, sort of. They administer unto the ills, and they soothe us all. And they are, I feel, a comfort. And then there are heads of major studios. Companies, film companies. They really are like philanthropists in their need to bring us something that is meaningful and tasteful and artistic.
They're giving from
and
within.
So deep. Funny, that's it exactly. Deep within. So I'm proud. And I would say to any young person, of course, to hurry out here and be a part of this one. I would go if I had, I would either go if I had a choice to make of the two. I would either go into the church or into show business.
It's wonderful.
Thank you. I feel deeply about that.
You know, I'm very impressed. To me,
come on, no.
To me, Mr.
There's
Flannel,
no need.
You are a beacon of hope. I mean,
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of naysayers out
Could
there.
just be the lighting, you know.
No, I don't know, but you are. There's a shroud of optimism about you. I mean, I feel good.
A shroud of optimism is an odd term, I find, but I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I hope I know what you mean.
Yeah. I think this is exciting. I mean, you're practically inviting young people to come out here. Would you?
To be stars.
Right. Would you be willing, if a young person comes out, to give them a reading, to let them know firsthand?
You mean the phrenology on the head? It depends on the young person, of course.
All right.
You have to be a little selective. I mean, you just don't go around slapping heads.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do that. I'm above that. But if it's the right head, sure.
Yeah. I'm impressed. I really am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your positive vision.
I was concerned, I was worried, and I was nervous, but this has really been a breakthrough for me. I feel I can do more talk shows now and spread the word, as it were.
Okay. All right. Thank you for joining us. And you make mistakes. You make a few mistakes.
You're bound to make a few mistakes, but still keep up the typing.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Right.
Albert Funnel, ladies and gentlemen.
Funnel.